Okay, hello everyone again. We just left off last time. We just made our mega apiary, this gigantic motherfucking thing that we have been using to make xenon at incredible rates. Hello, Cyrus. We're getting 57 xenon combs every second. In my infinite wisdom, I knew I wasn't going to be streaming for a little bit, so I decided to make a system that turns those xenon combs into xenon, and we have 512 million of it, which I don't know the math on this, but you use 250 liters each to smelt ingots at incredible speeds. So having this much xenon is a great thing to have. That's 512 mil divided by 250. It's about 2 million ingots worth of xenon just right there, and we have some more combs to go. So I have a couple of plans today. I do want to check a couple of things. Since we upgraded power slightly recently, it's always good to check in, make sure that everything's producing as it should be. So we have a full Laptronic supercapacitor. Whoops. Our LEGs seem to be fine. Got 16 million equalitas, which is good. This is how we're running these large essential generators. Yeah, we're backed up over here, which is good. We've got a good amount of cryothium, and dust is building back up, which is great. We kind of ran out of cryothium a couple of episodes ago, and that was bad. It was very not good. All right, I think we're doing okay. So I'm gonna do one last check. As you can see, these fluid storage is it's getting a little crammed over here. I don't know how we have 500 million water somewhere, but I don't like that. Hydrogen, we're doing well. Oxygen, good. Xenon, phthalic, great. What we are really missing recently has been hydrogen, which we seem to be doing okay on, because we fixed that recently. Nitrogen, which we're only okay on for right now. I'm gonna fix this. Radon, we are dangerously low on. This is only a million. As well as there's one other thing, chlorine. We have been hurting on chlorine because of our hydrochloric acid needs. Hello, Brianna. How it goes? So the first thing I want to do today, before we get into anything spicy, I did finish this room. I cleared out the old plat line, and I started on redoing radon for the first thing, and then also we're gonna redo nitrogen, which is over here right currently. We're making decent amounts, but nothing industrial that we're gonna need. So without further ado, that is today. And then I have plans to possibly upgrade our rocket to get to Proteus. Now, Proteus has a bunch of really nice ores that we need. The thing that we have been hurting on the most recently is vanadium. I don't know how, but we are getting absolutely fucked by vanadium. We can do Enceladus, but Proteus is probably our best bet because it has a bunch of other good stuff and it has a pretty small pool for void mining. So we've got the vanadium that we really want, neutronium, adamantium, naquata, and titanium is fine. As well as there's a couple others that I really want. Molybdenite, molybdenum, and I think powellite, all of these molybdenum ones, as well as osmium and iridium ore. And shadow iron is probably good, but there's another one that we're looking for. I think it's infused gold. And one more. Something that gives trinium in high quantities is what I was looking for. But I think that's over here. Hello, Cardbeat. I'm going to take the opportunity. Cardbeat has asked me in my Discord about Essentia stuff and how I'm producing my Essentia. So I'm going to do a little tour of my setup with Essentia. I have a fully passive, all Essentias, all producing all at once. So you can check my Essentia terminal. I should have 524,000 of every single Essentia. I have a partition drive for every single thing in mostly alphabetical order. This last drive contains all of the essentias that are never used in crafting, but it just contains them just to flex because I thought I might as well. The way I do this is I use alvearies with essentia bees, and I use electrical stimulators with them, the usual kind. I think it's 8 diamond ones and 2 iron something, or maybe it's 10 and 2. And then you use these Apimancer's drainers underneath the alveary blocks to you can filter them using a file of whatever essentia you want. So I have this Equalitas one that I use for power generation, and they will just produce as much as you can do with them. So I have these jars here. I have essentia import buses, and I have these storage cells for each essentia, and I basically never need to worry about essentia ever again. It is so nice, which allows me to do a lot of things. One of which I also use these essentia bees to make tantalum passively. You can dupe tantalum nuggets with this recipe, and by using an essentia bee and a couple of different drainers with different types, I can satisfy all the conditions to dupe these passively. So I got tantalum on lock, mithril blocks, which are used for icorium blocks, bedrockium, which is a really nice thing to have passive, especially as you go into UHV, or I think it's UMV or something crazy. And then I also have shadow or void metal, which you can use as a autoclave liquid to guarantee that an autoclave completes a craft. It's not chance-based with void metal. I use the same essentia bee technology to power my large essentia generators. This is how we get 16 million Equalitas, which is generally impossible to find otherwise. There are no sources of Equalitas other than a single one. So if you can, yeah. So if you check here, there's no way to get this. There's no items here that normally show up that you would see under something like Ordo or whatever. The way you get this is by getting a wisp, which you can find in the nether, and seeing this until you get these ethereal essence drops. And these wisps drop every single thing. Between all the uncraftable ones, all of the craftable ones. So as soon as you get your 8 ethereal essence of Equalitas, you can melt it down, put it in a file, and then use these essentia bees to generate the rest, which is what I do. I don't like how that's not on. Brianna has told me to drink up, so I will. Cheers. And hello, Zix. What is the sword that lets you go through walls? I use this all the time. This is the Ender. There's a couple different versions of it. The easiest one to get is the original OG dark steel and a stick, but you do need to upgrade it with something. I think it's like a capacitor or something. I don't really know how it works. Vibrant crystals, stuff like that. And then you get the travel upgrade on it, and that allows you to teleport between not like these teleportation thingamajigs, and then I can also just straight up go through walls, which is really nice. Rip LEGs 07 says Prekius. Hello, Liquid Pangu. Okay, so what was I doing again? Oh yeah, we were gonna work on a couple of smaller things, some gases that we've been lacking. So I'm gonna start with radon, which is a pretty simple loop, lovingly dubbed the radon loop. There's 2 different versions of it. One of them is significantly faster than the other. I'm going to be using the significantly faster version. It takes 64 plutonium-239 ingots and uranium and some air and produces radon and 64 plutonium dust, which you can just smelt back into ingots. Of course, Cardbeat. And this will be on recorded and put on a VOD, so if anyone else asks, you can direct them to this. I do actually get some questions about that. I think the original person who brought this up to me, the idea of essentia bees, is Duct, and he is a very, very smart player. He has 2 stargates. One of them is from Garden of Grind. And if you guys don't know what that is, Garden of Grind is when you start your world entirely in the void with no way, no blocks, nothing. You literally fall to your death is the first thing you do, and that creates a dirt block upon which you stand. So him and his team of friends got a Garden of Grind Stargate, which I think is incredibly impressive. I came in the end of that explanation. I will have to look back at your VOD. I've been looking for a good Essentia setup. Absolutely, I will let you know when it's posted. Input bus. So I'm gonna do this. We actually don't. Oh yeah, we do. So we're gonna need to provide this with a steady supply of uranium. And I actually have tons of this stuff. Uranium-238 comes in very high quantities for me because I use staballoy constructs to power my factory to get all my titanium. And the side product of every 1 titanium dust is 9 uranium-238 dust, so have plenty of that around. GOG just shows how good passive resource gen and GTNH is. That is true. That is very true. GOG is such an interesting challenge that I don't know if I could ever conquer myself. Oh shit, wait a minute. One of these ZPM input hatches has a UV pump in it, and I kind of want that back. There you go. Alright. So let's get an extreme air intake hatch. Oh, and lovely, we're missing vanadium dust. Would you look at that? That's crazy. That is another thing that I desperately, desperately need to solve, is that we are eating shit on your vanadium. It is horrifying. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a little cycle here. So go a little bit clockwise. Doo-doo-doo. Wow, we have 0 HV output buses. Incredible. Have you finished the neutronium smelting stuff from the other day? Yes, we have, actually. Here is that mega blast furnace, and I want to show you the all of our work that came into fruition. Watch this. 1.3 seconds per neutronium ingot. And I want to emphasize that that is insane, because look at this. The smelting recipe for neutronium, it takes UV power, and it takes, at best, 144 seconds. At worst, it takes 432 seconds at UV per single ingot. So the fact that I am doing 1.3 ingots per second to me is very incredible, and I'm very happy about it. We are using UMV power on this, though. This is literally, if you can see in the bottom right, it's currently using 113 million EU per tick, which is no small feat, but my large essential generators are busted as fuck, so that always works. It's a pretty exorbitant price for fast neutronium, but I'm willing to pay it. Still the most ugly multi in the game. You know what? I used to think that too. It's kind of growing on me in a very weird way, but I definitely see what you mean. It's not the best. I think we should just use item pipes here. These bright green, ugly ass item pipes should do the trick. Alright, that's fine. We do not want circuit 1 in here. And if I provide this with plutonium dust, I don't remember if it's 239. Yeah, it is. Let's do this. That should end up... Oh, that is an output bus. Whoops. Oh, you know what? I just remembered this very charming mechanic of the multi-smelter. It will void any items that it cannot put into some type of inventory. So I think it just voided that plutonium, but we'll live, I guess. Incredible work. All right, there we go. We have our output buses. That is a lot of ingots per second. Okay, how many, whoa, what just happened here? We out of plutonium? What's the dealio? LCR? Wonder if it's liquid air that's causing the problem. Oh, I think it actually needs more plutonium. Holy shit. That's a first. I didn't think I would see a day where the multi-smelter could not keep up with something, but that's kind of incredible. Hmm. There's got to be a better way to do this. Hello, Sci-Fighter. MEBF is great. Meme material. Megavac or Mega DT are the worst. I can agree with that. I think we should do this ME powered actually. That could be interesting. Let me pause you. We are making a decent amount of radon as far as I can tell. It also could be the output hatch. No, we're only making 4,000 at a time. All right, let's get complicated, I guess. We're gonna get some advanced stocking input buses, because this is always a good idea. We're gonna get an ME chest and a cell. So advanced stocking input buses have this very interesting mechanic where if you click on them, then right click on them, you can get this slot refresh time thing. So basically what this does, never, first of all, disclaimer, never place an advanced stocking input bus on your main network. That is bad. It will try to pull every single item from your main network into the stocking input bus. So this is supposed to be used only on subnets. So I have a tiny little subnet here, which is just this ME chest. And this is going to contain all of the things that could theoretically go in this LCR. I'm going to get another one. There we go. This one is going to pull all of the radon, or not the radon, the plutonium-239 dust, and smelt it, and then put it back in there, and then the other one will take all of the ingots and do the thing. The reason I'm using these, though, is because as soon as an item changes in the subnet, like as soon as those ingots get smelted, it will try to start a recipe, which means that this LCR won't like stand there and like just kind of ball for a second, which is lovely. That's what we want. Subnetting is very important. That is the wrong casing. What type of cable are we thinking for this? Maybe red for the radon, or for the plutonium. And then we'll get a cell on the outputs of each of these to increase the item cache capacity is what they call it. Okay, you should be good, you should be good. Now we just need to power this. You can live in the megapack now, though. Alrighty, so you'll see that as soon as I put these plutonium ingots in, the recipe should start. Yeah, you see it just disappearing? So we're just gonna load this up with as much plutonium as possible, and it's gonna smelt through, and this thing is gonna keep flicking on whenever it has enough to do what it's gotta do. What is the cause of the slowdown? I wonder if it's oh, it's definitely liquid air. So we're gonna load up the rest of these with liquid air intake hatches. Or just regular air intake hatches. What am I saying? That's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. What is taking elite nanocomputers though? Probably the fluid regulator at IV. Can you hide a clean room inside a megavac? I don't know. I thought there was mandatory air inside them. I could be wrong though. Yep, there it was. So we're gonna redo this without ORDIC substitutions because that causes a ton of lag. And do that. And then I'm gonna pop on over here. This should be a circuit 3, I believe. We're gonna need to make some more circuit 3 interfaces. Actually, I should just do that now. It's a very simple thing to do. It's even got its own advanced blocking card already in it. I am going to make a coil interface because that would make me happy. Is it Canthal? It's been so long since I've done early game, not to flex or anything. Canthal, then Nichrome. Is it HSSG or TPV first? I think it's TPV, then HSSG, HSS, Naquata, Nakaloi, Trinium, and then Electrum Flux will be there. Okay, we're getting there. TPV, yes. Yes. I totally remember early game. Let's order 7 more of those. Come on. What do you mean? What part of this requires circuits? I thought I fixed the fluid regulator. All right, time to double, triple check. How are we making IV circuits, I guess? Is that the problem? It should be crystal processors. Yeah, what's going on here? I could probably do 16 at a time as well. I guess we'll keep going down the list and seeing what it is. Air intake hatch. Let's look at the recipe. Great machine casing? No, that can't be it. Input hatch IV, 2 IV tier circuits. Oh, maybe it's the air intake hatch pattern itself. Let me skip this song. The culprit of this wacky ass, freaky ass recipe. I would do these extreme air intake hatches, but we have been eating so much shit with vanadium. Maybe I should just go out and mine a vanadium vein real quick. I'm not even supplying my samarium line with vanadium anymore. This is so embarrassing. All right, time to hand mine, everybody. You ready? We've got some technology for this at the very least. It's been a while since I've been in the overworld. I think I did some hand mining myself. I think we're looking for these gold veins specifically. Instantly eating crow on the early game comment. I don't know what that means, but that is a funny ass comment. Oh my god, he had babies? Incredible. I gotta go to a certain height. Whoa, wait a minute. Hello. Hi, Vin. Let me read your message in a second. Where did this... I love how that skeleton just fell to his motherfucking death. Hello. Oh, I forgot the advanced item filter. Hello, Vindrake, by the way. I am just mining, so let me trash a couple of things and I'll read up. All I want is vanadium magnetite. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh, we need that void miner so badly, but I'm sure I'm gonna eat shit on vanadium multiple times in the process. So, hey Nine, I hate to bother you, but I sent you a Discord message about the ME controller location for Vanguard. I don't want to ruin your build plans because it's kind of near your build. If you have any time at the point in this evening, I know you're in your other world. I hope all is going well this evening. It is going well this evening. I've been talking with Dream Master about the soundtrack. We got like really deep into the weeds in making like putting some finishing touches on it and making sure that it was exactly how Dream wanted it, which means I think that he is like pretty invested in having it actually in the game, which I'm really stoked about. I don't want... Oh, I got the wrong voiding drop filter. He sounds invested, that's all. Yeah, I think I've got him on the hook. Also, my soundtrack is fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, I am very proud of it. I think it's wonderful. Okay, that's the one. How are you doing today, Vin? I hope you're well. You deserve to be well. Magnet card is good for this. I can't figure out how to get my magnet card into my terminal. We can look at this together, but for some reason, it just does not... I like try to place it in the terminal, and it just does not go. Maybe I need to use a security terminal to put the magnet card on. But the second reason I wouldn't do this with a magnet card is because this has to go to ore processing subnet, and magnet card would theoretically be attached to my mainnet, and I don't want to be throwing a bunch of ores into mainnet. So it is what it is, you know? There is now a bone in my ore processing subnet. You can't hurt me in a way that matters. That's all. Couldn't stream in bed all day. Finally feeling a little bit better. I'm glad you're feeling better. Some of those days, they come and you need to face them. And they do suck. And I'm sorry about that. Honestly, I have been relearning to love myself again recently, and it's really hard. It's a constant, it's like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like Gregtech. It's a constant battle to love yourself. It is not a one-time investment. It is a process. And that is what makes life either not worth living or worth living, depending on how you feel about it. Alright, I'm gonna come back to my fucking ore proc and I'm gonna see like 2 more vanadium than how we started, and I'm gonna cry. I'm so suffering on vanadium. I love how I can just like eat anything these guys throw at me at this point in the game. That just makes me incredibly happy. Second terminal with a second magnet card then. That is actually kind of a ballin' idea. The problem would be that I don't have cross-dimensional wireless network, which I think is actually soon. I just haven't looked into it because I'm lazy. Let me take all my stuff back. Is there anything else that I need? Put this in here. I guess this goes... Something malicious is brewing. Oh, okay. I'm glad that that meant nothing to you, game. Very cool. Where's like rhubarb when I need it? You can do it in UV. Vin, do you remember if it's like early UV or late UV? What is it gated to specifically? Because that shit would go incredibly hard. Can I get a peek at your main controller? Of course. I was actually considering doing a video on my main controller at some point. This is what she looks like. It's about 8,192 channels, approximately, give or take a little bit. And then I have my manager subnet here that takes all of these P2Ps that are like kissed into the controller. And this looks something like this, which you can see like all of the distribution lines for P2P, which I think is the cooler one. This looks much more clean. But yeah, this is my, I don't think you need a controller that's much bigger than this. I think Duck said he used like 2,000 channels on his Stargate run, and this is like much less than that, or much more than that. Only really gated by acquiring Infinity Ingot. I've been looking into this. I can't like find a way into it. I know there's an Avaricia like extreme crafting recipe. I have Cosmic Neutronium. I have Crystal Matrix. I'm wondering about this Infinity Catalyst stuff. Do I need to do this recipe to get my Infinity Catalysts? Because it's like possible. It's not horrifying. Hell no. Don't ever use that jacked recipe. By the jacked recipe, are we talking about this extreme shapeless Infinity Catalyst, I'm assuming? Okay, so how am I to get the first Infinity Catalyst dust? I guess I could do this UV crop synthesizer, which, you know what? As soon as I make wetwares, I can actually make this. Infinity Catalyst, Fluxed Electrum, Cosmic Neutronium. Damn, this is a balling ass meteor. Fucking 1,400 or 1,745 europium ore. Damn. Okay, what was I doing again? Let's check on our vanadium now. Dude, what is eating our vanadium? I swear we just mined a huge fucking chunk of vanadium and it must have processed and it seems like it's gone. I feel like I'm going insane. Where are you going, vanadium? What could you possibly be doing that's better than hanging out with me? I need air intake hatches, this is no joke. You can use Neutronium compressor multi, which I think you can use for now, for Infinity Catalyst star thingy. Neutronium compressor looks kind of scary. Oh, this is fun. UHV circuits, yeah, no biggie, no fucking biggie. Uh, uh, oh, yeah, that looks fun. Mm-hmm. Damn, bro. You're really trying to put me through the whole ringer here. Oh, and that's why my terminal hasn't been working. Alright, I guess we'll just deal with 10 regular ass air intake hatches instead of the fancy cool ones, because we're out of fucking vanadium. You know, I actually have a solution for this. It's a dumb one. I'm just a messenger. Not to me, Vin. You're the one. Alright, sorry, samarium line. Someone remind me that I turned off the vanadium to my samarium line. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a bad time later, but you know what? We have a little bit of vanadium right there. IV fluid regulator, 5 seconds for 8. I believe these air intake hatches work. Yeah, okay, we're gonna craft this. I'm gonna watch this craft. I think these are 8 times as fast as the other ones. So these ones get 8,000 liters of air every 4 ticks, while as the IV ones get only 1,000 liters of air every 4 ticks. So this is like 8 times as good per block, which is what I want because I need to fit it up on a small amount of stuff. How much was buffering? Not that much, to be completely honest. We had some vanadium pentoxide buffering, and you know what? While I'm here, I should, because this is level maintained anyway, I should just like vanadium dust right here. Turn this shit off. Let's redo this real quick. I'm gonna yoink this. I think this is coming from mainnet. I don't care about vanadium pentoxide like that, so I can probably just break this. Oh, there goes my items. I don't even know what I was holding at this point. Incredible shame. That's always fun. It is always fun. There's always some problem to solve. So let's redo this. I am going to put a pattern down. Basically, we're gonna do vanadium pentoxide in our terminal right here, and then I'm just gonna take out the oxygen gas straight up. That should be good. I think that should work. I mean, if it has channels, this is like one of my this is my first level maintained line, and as a consequence, it's a little rough. It looks a little janky. We can just, I think I'll just passively maintain the oxygen, although I could do this with a dual interface. I feel like it's kind of a waste though. Waste of time. First person to name me this song is a fucking real one. I have this album on vinyl. It is one of my faves. Alright, that's fine. Hopefully that'll help our vanadium problems. I have no promises for that. What the heck is Peconium B? Why am I scared of it? Oh. Alloy blast smelter, please change. We're so close to the mega alloy blast smelter though, actually. Honestly, we could do this today. Maybe. It doesn't look crazy, right? We would need some coils that we don't have right now. Here are the pumps and the plates coming through. Mega ABS is not that bad, honestly. And you know, if I can conquer fucking mega apiary, then life is good, right? Alright, you. Do better. And let's just pour all of these into the machine. The more the merrier. There you go, Pookie. Keep it up, King. Did that just eat all of the... Alright, now we just load this up with plutonium and let it go. I hope we never have a power outage, because losing 1,600 plutonium ingots at a time could probably hurt a little bit. Alright, so generally we just want more plutonium than we can handle, so that way it's buffering as we're crafting. We want the plutonium to be turning into ingots and have a stack of ingots before we go to the next recipe, so What I'm doing here is I'm just making sure that it will always have enough ingots to do the next craft, no matter what. Looks like these air intake hatches are more than enough for what I'm after. And that's a very good amount of radon to be making passively. All right, let's move on to the next part of our agenda. I don't know whether to keep this or just trash it. I think this is our only way we're getting deuterium though right now. Let me check. I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping this. I guess it's making argon. So let's just make a new one over here. We're going to do a double wall shared centrifuge. And we are going to do some more air stuff. We're going to centrifuge air into nitrogen. I have done some research. I have asked around, and it seems like liquid air, while it is good for some of the other components you can get from it, is not efficient for pure nitrogen, which is what I'm after. Let's see, how many of these air intake hatches do you think I could cut down on? Probably at least 2 of them. Let's just throw this normie ass one on the back to supplement, and then we'll pour all of our air intake hatches into the centrifuges. I'm just continuing building your building theme over here, 9 YOLO. Alrighty. You know what, maybe I'll hop on after a bit of my world and check out what you're up to. That is my baby over there, that building. That is going to be my Church of Universal, okay, Vin? So it's you got some high. It's gonna be an important place. But I do trust you. I love your base. I love your build. So I trust the heck out of you with whatever you end up doing. Which is why I figured ME controller could be nearby. You know what? I have a feeling that we're gonna need to do a whole bunch of different what are they called? First of all, ZPM energy hatch, ZPM energy hatch. We're gonna need to do a lot of quantum rings, I feel like, on that world. Otherwise, we're probably gonna have problems. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you forming? Centrifuge casing. This hasn't happened before. Do I have too much going on back here? Oh. Good job, 9. Not enough fluid output space. Okay, that's a good problem to have. So let's check this recipe again. Let's see if there's anything else we get. So there's liquid air, which exists, but I think per power is not worth it. 72 seconds at 5 EU per tick, whereas regular air is 8 EU per tick, 80 seconds. Wait, what the? 53K. Oh, but you have to factor in the cost that it takes, and it's actually very slow to turn air into liquid air, which I did not think about. I don't care about oxygen. It's kind of sus. Mega distillation tower? I could. Or a Dango distillis. No, sorry. We're not distilling air, we're centrifuging. So this old setup I have has so some vacuum freezers. I could do a mega vacuum freezer, but that's kind of insane for this type of build, I feel like. Yeah. So let's do this. I'm gonna turn this, lock it to nitrogen. I bet you guys probably knew this, but if you didn't, you can lock the output fuel of some, or the output of something by just throwing that fluid into here. Okay, that, I have to admit, that is some quick nitrogen right there. We just got 512,000 in the time it took me to yap about it. We're just gonna get a super tank over here. And I'll just unlock, lock, void excess. And then this can just be normal. Wow, that is actually really good. I cannot lie. I meant make mega vacuum freezer because those are cheap to make. They are cheap, but they are so big and ugly. Look at this thing. I don't want fucking the cube just looming in my passive chemicals area. Stick it under the base. About that. Tom and Jerry reference question mark. It could be. I think one of my viewers, Fora, was one of my first subscribers, and as such got to name the first big mega stuff. There we go. Lichen by Aphex. Yeah, there's no saving me, Vin. It needs to look good. It needs to be present. There's no sticking it under the base for me, which is honestly probably a good thing because it's probably made my builds a little bit better. Let's see. Let's batch mode these as well. Wow. I think we're really running out of air very quickly. Is this... Where is our third extreme intake hatch? I feel like I stole 3. Oh. What am I doing, chat? This could be free. Suffering, apparently. So this could be going even quicker if I had enough air for it, is what I'm seeing. It's the best way to do this. Could probably put some air things on the bottom. Okay, I have the vanadium somehow. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna let it linger. Good luck if you ever make any mega DTs. I don't know if I would. Well, I probably will have to at some point. I also recently redistributed my patterns, so UV stuff and ZPM stuff share a little bit. I think my UV motors and some other stuff are in these first 4 AS lines, so life has been good. I've redistributed all this. I think I need databanks soon though. It's gonna be databanks and research very, very soon. All right, well that crafts. We got nitrogen, we got radon. We do want to up chlorine probably, but I actually want to take a little detour. So one of the things I want to do is do void mining on Proteus, which I talked about in the beginning of my episode. We are horribly behind on the space race. I believe I haven't even visited the IO dungeon. So I think it's time for us to do that, to get our tier 5 schematic, just blitz out a tier 5 rocket as fast as possible, get that next schematic on Enceladus, and then go straight to tier 6 rocket as fast as possible. I don't love space, so it's not like my thing, but I do kind of mess with it, and we will need it to do what I gotta do. All right, does that speed up things enough? Do they work upside down like that? Nine is not a space nerd. I'm so disappointed. I like, I mean, I like the planets and stuff, and I am a nerd about space, but the actual implementation of going to space in this game is not super interesting to me. Mostly just like I just have the fear of constantly dying, which I don't love, you know? It's not like my favorite thing ever. Like losing my stuff out there would be kind of not very poggers, right? Okay, where's that space mask? Throw you in here. Throw some canisters on, get my oxygen mask on. Yeah, that works. Alright, IO we go, is how Mr. Threefold put it very long ago. Let's see, is this filled with dense hydrazine? Is that the highest tier rocket fuel? I feel like it is. Can be used as a rocket fuel up to tier 4. Okay, we'll need to get some better rocket fuel at some point then. What are we doing on fuel? Not bad. Let me do this. The other thing I don't like, actually, is that the actual implementation of the spacesuits looks so goofy. Uh, the spacesuits just look terrible. And if they looked cooler, I would be much more down, but it's just not cool. Later versions of Fuel are just easy to program for on demand. You caught my eye, Vin. You caught my eye. If I hear on demand, then I'm there. I'm there. Chem plant nitric and monomethylhydrazine, carbon, hydrazine, hydrogen. Hydrazine is ammonia, hydrogen peroxide. Oh, there's this hydrogen peroxide loop thing. I remember this. Just a bunch of chemical plant circuits and BS. Could do universal chemical plants. Okay, I think we're good to go. Got all my space stuff on. Do I need anything? Got the scanner, got the pickaxe. I can put this away, probably. 4 proc thingy. I'll just throw this out. Alright, fuck it, we ball. I might just handcraft the, depending on, because I haven't upgraded my chem reactor or a chem plant in a while. I might need to do that though, frankly. Alright, and we're off. Botnium casing, I've heard of this accursed thing. Then do you remember when we need botnium casings? Is that pre like tier 6 rocket? Because I don't think so, right? I don't remember any of Threefold videos talking about botnium, and I remember he got to tier 7 rocket. So, alright, where is Io is the real question. I think it's a moon of Jupiter. I could be incredibly wrong. Oh, and I'm right! First fucking try! Alright. Io we go. You'll need it later for mutated living solder, which is UHV or UEV, I forgot. I love how the planet looks like a little cube. That shit is so funny to me. I honestly think that my opinion of space would be infinitely better if they figured out how to make like the cube rendering thing look better. Because currently it looks a little, it like kind of ruins my immersion of space whenever I see like the cube and it just fades to black and turns into a planet. If they fix that, I think space would be a lot cooler for me. Alright, we're looking for a hole in the ground, as per usual. This is kind of cool though. IO ash, IO stone. I wonder if I should pick this stuff up for anything. I probably have access to this via meteors anyway. I'll put that back there. I don't really give a shit about a single cell. Alrighty, the hunt begins. Let's hope my server doesn't die while I do this. And how is Kat doing, Vin? I saw her on earlier today doing some witchery stuff. Some Thaumcraft infusions for witchery stuff. Me and Toshio hopped on. I gave him the works, the introduction to essentia and infusion crafting. Excuse me. Dude, where is this thing? Alright, one sec. You guys, I guess you can't check my map. Kami armor enabled. Thank you, map, for nothing. BRB. Just very quick second. Okay, we're back. Nothing crazy. Sometimes I hear myself getting a little stuffy, and so I just went to blow my nose so that way my mic, I would sound better over the mic. Listen. Does anyone see this dungeon or know how I can easily find this IO dungeon? Because I do not want to be just wandering around for eternity looking for the entrance to this damned thing. This is another part of the space experience that I don't really love. I wish there was a big above ground structure that you had to fight your way through to get to like the actual thing. Just being in some random hole in the ground for the dungeons is not as engaging as I'd like. I just fly everywhere and then look at journey map. That's smart. My journey map is really not doing a good job right now. It's really struggling to load in. I'm sure my poor server is like frantically generating the chunks, and I'm just not letting the chunks generate in. Oh yeah. Not a speck of life. Let's try something different. I have an idea. I've had this experience with the Terra Shatterer recently. There's something over there. What does that look like to you? That looks like a dungeon. I might have just used Terra Shatter or wall hacks in order to see this, but I honestly... There's IO webs? The f... Probably shouldn't use my looting 50 sword for this. This might cause more problems than solutions. Alrighty. Oh boy. This is incredible. Look at that, guys. A knowledge note, some spaghetti and meatballs. You know, I am actually hungry, so. Rare charging evolved Enderman the Drainer. Oh, hello. I think I can just bully you. That was quick. You good, Chief? Is there a reason to get IO glowstone? Spaghetti and meatballs game over. Pack complete. Exactly what I was thinking. You know, I should definitely read the quest book because there's some really weird triggers for this, right? Okay, IO dungeon bricks. Let's get a couple of those. Tier 1 dungeon key. Oh, I guess I do have that. NASA workbench schematic. Arc lamps, that's it. I don't think I'll be using arc lamps. Okay, steadfast drone. Is that rare or something? I feel like that's not. Used to make heroic? Yeah, not at all. Okay. So I'm just here for the schematic then. Alright, let's bool. Let's ball, fellas, as they say. I am a smart smarty, and I have in my little key area a blood magic teleposer that shall bring me home. Or it shalln't. It might not be connected to anything. Did I move it? There's no way. That's hilarious. Okay, I guess we're flying home like plebs. Hello, spider friend. I wish I could say I enjoyed your company here, Mr. Spider, but you have only tried to kill me. And with that, we have a schematic, which we will use to unlock the Tier 5 rocket craft, and I'm gonna see... It would be nice if we could order crafts directly into the rocket bench. I wonder if... Does anyone know if the ME system works that way? Can I use an interface to like put the items into the rocket workbench? Because that would be kind of ballin'. Because then I could just order a Tier 6 rocket. I doubt it. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to try. And you know what? I'm gonna forget this, which is gonna be even funnier, but I'm gonna try to remember to relink the blood magic teleposer before I go back and do my thing. So that way I'll have some easy transit to get back home if I go to other planets tonight. There we go. Alright, where the fuck am I, frankly? Oh, this is the right direction. Let's go. Home again, home again. Alright. With that out of the way, there is very little stopping us to go do our next thing, which is to get this Tier 5 rocket now. Add a new schematic. Unlock. Lovely. Tier 5 rocket, baby. And I'm gonna try something. could get interesting. If this works, I feel like this is some pretty big news that most people have probably not thought about. If it doesn't, I can just put a chest next to this and hopefully it will output all of the items into the chest, which is, well, it will, period. I know that is a fact. And that would be another way to get this craft done, which I wouldn't mind. Okay. Tier 6 rocket. Or no, we gotta do tier 5 first. My bad. My bad, chat room. Oh no. I wish this could go in the processing pattern terminal, but it unfortunately can't. Alright. I'll go fuck myself. Let's see. Heavy duty plate tier 5. There's probably a quest for this. Requires Venus trip. Why is this required? What did I do? Venus trip. Hello, fights. How's it going? Tier 5 IV. Oh, this should be easy. Incredible. Incredible quest book. Incredible. No words. Titanium, or is there something that gives both titanium, quantium, and nequata? No. No, it's not that it's hard. I'm just kind of peeved that I need to go get. Like, I have had tons of crushed nequata, tons of crushed quantium, tons of crushed titanium in my possession at some time or another. But currently, my ore processing system just turns it all into products right now. So I would not have those crushed ores to like mess with. So I would love if yeah, like Vin said, I would love if I could just check this off because I don't need this. But you know what? Now that I think of it, there's an easy solution, which is I have a blood magic teleposer that goes straight to Venus. So we're going to space, boys. Let's do this. Oh, and how am I even gonna get crushed ore anyway? Won't this give me raw ore? Oh, and then I have to crush it myself and then snag it in time. Jeez, this is. They're assuming you're going to use multi-block miner, I guess. Ah, man. Well, we see the quantium. I don't know how I'm going to stop my ore processing system from just auto-processing it. I'm hoping I can just snag it in good time, and then we'll be okay, but I've got no illusions that that will actually happen. Oh shit, why did I just get some crushed quantium right there? Oh shit, I just put it in ore processing. Quick, we gotta get home. I didn't want to do that. Where's home? Speaking of. Take me away. Could use a hammer is incredible work. Alright, I just gotta snag this ridiculous. See, this is the problem with having too good of an ore processing system. I wonder if I could just use a command to do this, because I cannot be fucked right now. there's a third, more devious option where I can turn off both of my... I don't want to resort to that right now. Let's see if I can do this in a way that doesn't make me want to tear out my hair. We're going to do a meteor for this, and then for the... I think this gives me both quantium and quanta. Yeah, which should be plenty. And then we do need to get the titanium ore, which is going to be annoying. I do use this advanced circuit assembler thing often, so we could probably do that. And then I can just pull these ores. I just turned off my, what's it called? Turned off my macerator, so I can just pull these ores and hand macerate them, which is gonna make me annoyed, that's for sure. State cell, little state cell. I'm not used to you going that quick. If it turns out that this is going to be a lot harder than I thought without commands, I will resort to them. I'm not ashamed of that for something as dumb as this, but let's just try to get by right now. Alright, those are those two. The titanium is going to be another story, though. Ore quests irritate me after they expect you to have an ore processing setup. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, TBH. I feel like it definitely should be a checkbox quest, not like this. Luckily, I have some meteors to make my day a little bit easier. You're done, so I can just re-trigger like this, and then reset the timer. I think I finally settled on a controller design, and it only took me 3 days. Oh, that's why you were asking me to see my controller. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, I think getting one of those super dense ones is not worth it. Something that you really need to like, the ones that are like full squares where every single block you have a P2P tunnel and whatever. It's a little much for me. So something like this where it's just like a little more chill. You can see all the channels. For this, I like it because there's 32 P2Ps per dense cable, exactly. And we have 8 dense cables, so it's just 32 times 32 times 8 or some metric like that, which is easy for me to remember. Pango says that's quite the meteor setup. Thank you. I made a video on it if you do want to watch it. I don't have a command to show that video yet, but I do have and this should be a video on universal processing, and you can find my channel. I think my meteor video is really informative, honestly, and I'm very happy that I did it. So if you're interested in my meteor setup, there is that. Alright, go crazy. I'll have to go watch it. You will. You are being held at gunpoint right now. If you don't watch it, I'm disappointed in you. I'm just kidding. Do what makes you happy. Okay. That was a little more painful than it had to be, but we're here. We made it. After we do that, claim these. Rocket, rocket, rocket. Space race. Tier 5 heavy-duty plates. Another one of these assembly line crafts that is absolutely trifling. Alright. This time our assembly line and our stuff is much, much more efficient than it was, so I'm sure we'll make quick work of this. I think we need tier 4 ingots for this, right? Yeah, because we need heavy duty plate tier 4. Lovely. Incredible work. We could do electric implosion compressor, TBH. That might not be a bad idea. 64 UV pistons. Never mind. Oh, superconductor UHV wire. We're good. We're good. We're so good. We're okay. And then heavy duty plate tier 4, tier 5 ingot is this europium quantium. Kind of gross. Cannot lie, chat. I cannot lie. And then this is one of those recipes that we're going to need to do some renaming in order to make this work. Do we have the quantium plate that we need for this? Triple quantium plate. Bender at 4, bender at 9, 2. No, we don't. Okay. So close. Okay, quantium plate, yoink. Let's get some of those. Do I leave room for a 50 high LSC though? I have never needed more than like a little baby Lapatronic supercapacitor, but I went very heavy into lasers, which is I don't know how that relates, TBH. I couldn't tell you. But lasers are the bomb. And I think yeah, I think I had more laser power storage than I had anything else at a certain point. Did I make compressed quantium plates? Am I going crazy? What's going on here? No way. Are you out of channels? No, device online. What the heck? Do what you will, honestly. Do what you gotta do. There's no blocking mode. The input bus is bussin'. Got an output bus. We got a stocking input bus for TNT. Seems to be on. I'm a little confused here, chat. Bending recipe now? Oh shit, you are absolutely right. What are you having a problem with? Did I put that in a circuit too? Oh, I put it into circuit 4. Lovely. Okay, that was on me, chat. Thank you for catching that. Rechargeable. You are the best. Let's do our renaming. I just need one of you. There we go. I'm gonna send this one through the assembly line 1 renamer. And this will make sure that it does not stack, in fact. And then when I pattern out this ingot, we're gonna do one regular and one assembly line 1 with 4 of these. And then that also means we need to pattern out how to rename these ones automatically. So a very simple way to do this is 1 to 1. We just multiply this by 8. Don't really care. And then just chuck this in here. That should work. Let's give it a rip, shall we? And then I might as well just pattern out this last part. It's a good thing I have so much ITNT. Ooh, europium dust. Say less. Actually, this doesn't need to be multiplied, does it? Especially because we need 16 of it. Or 63, my bad. Let's just do one of these to test that everything works. European bolt is mischievous work. I don't know how we have this much europium dust, but here are universal fluid solidifiers. If only I could find the motherfucking bolt solidifier. Oh, there we go. And we don't have a drive for it, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get 5 more of those going. Dude, I don't even know if we have a bolt mold. Incredible. How's everyone doing on this fucking horribly cold day? I somehow managed to get to the climbing gym and climb with some of my friends, but I seriously considered just staying home next to a heated blanket in bed. It would have been nice. I think going outside activated whatever sickness I'm experiencing currently. I'm sorry. Yeah, the cold is horrible. I saw that it actually snowed down on a beach in Alabama. That shit looked insane. It's not good out there. Climate change is going to affect us all sooner or later. Round robin enabled, extract always active, insert on black. Got all the whitelist, blacklist. That looks good to me. Europium bolts. Okay, and you flick on and you're done. Lovely. 6 inches on the panhandle. Totally insane. And Alabama stub. I hope so. Make Australia cold, please. I don't know if you want that. Okay, heavy duty alloy ingot tier 5. Let's see you craft. Triple quantium plate, compressed quantium. How fast can we do quantium these days? We can't. Let's make a quantium pattern, and boy, do I have an idea of where I'm going to put it. Ivy at HSSG 100 seconds, or 80 seconds. Yeah, it's not worth fucking about for this one, I don't think. Hit this, hit this. Oh, we don't have Oganescent. Pause. Pause chat. We do have xenon though, which is another blue innocuous blast furnace fluid. 110 degrees Fahrenheit days in summer. I think unfortunately global warming is just going to keep it up in the opposite direction for you Aussies. Oh, that took all of 4 seconds for my quantium. That is incredible. So the heavy-duty alloy ingot has made it to the crafting stage. Did I mess up the pattern? No. Did I... what? Wait. Huh? Heavy-duty plate tier 4. Quantium. Quantium. Europium bolt. Do you have the research? Oh. That would do it. Heavy-duty plate tier 4. Gotta scan it. This is so awkward. Is this also an assembly line craft? Oh gosh. cancel you. You're done. Okay, that's our heavy duty plate tier 4. Let's throw this in the scanner and it's now in the gulag, I guess. How long is that going to take? Oh, joy, 15 seconds. Normally these things are like 900 a piece. What else are we going to need for tier 5? Heavy duty nose cone. Diabolical work. Tier 2 booster. Luckily we can craft all these things, so this isn't too bad. Whatever this is, which we can also craft now. And this looks fine. Okay, we're actually looking pretty solid. We've got medium fuel canisters able to craft. Large fluid canisters, maybe. It's looking like we're going to need to do a little bit of legwork on this one. Or this. This looks much better. Circuit 2. I don't wanna mess with that actually. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Compressed quantium plate. And the other one, compressed dual ice plate. Okay, let's chuck these into here. Lovely. And then get some molecular assemblers going. I think I have a rocket specific one. So that's circuit 2. We need 2 of these, right? So let's just multiply this and then put it on circuit 2 and call it a day. Or maybe we'll do a processing pattern terminal just to be safe. I don't like how we're missing 3 circuit 2 drives right now. It's kind of ominous. Where did you go? Something got messed up here. I don't even know. Okay, there's the research. So let's order 65 heavy duty plates. Is it 65? Oh, meteoric iron. 61. Desh and meteoric iron. Interesting. 4 meteoric iron. It's not terrible. Oh, we got 101,000 of this. This should be no problem. MV Cooper nickel, this can probably go probably 8 at a time, to be completely honest with you. $30K Desh, also not lacking. Canthal HV is probably 7 and 7. Okay. 61. Hello? I feel like I just patterned. Oh, meteoric steel. Okay. Circuit 1? Oh no. Wait a minute, chat. I don't think I have anything that is specifically Circuit 1 blast furnace. This is gonna get a little freaky. Do I have a blast furnace without oxygen? Because I don't think I do. Oh Lord. I can do something janky here. We're just gonna have to live with that, essentially. Okay. Scared to see how this implosion compressor is doing at this point. Alright, while this all crafts out, I think it's a good idea to get a teleposer going between here and my little personal safe space. How are the rest of these set up? If anyone can tell me the name of this song, I will be impressed. I hate these teleposer things. They're so trifling. They are very good though. This is another reason you should go into blood magic if you haven't already. Teleposers are some really good cross-dimensional teleportation that you can't really get anywhere else. Teleposition focus. Let's say I want 8 of these. We need to make a bunch of these teleposition foci, which requires teleposer frames, which requires obsidian brace, which requires stone brace, which requires wooden brace. Oh god. Hello, Kenzie Sonato. How's it going? It's going pretty well. We've gotten a couple of quick things done to help the factory do just fine. You know, I'm actually probably gonna call it pretty soon. And go, I'm gonna actually check out something that Vin has been working on, which is an AE2 area, and then I'll probably call stream after that. But I have been working on my infrastructure that we made a lot of progress. And with that progress, we can absolutely decimate the like ability to produce items, specifically gases like what am I thinking of? Nitrogen and radon. We just ran entirely out of chlorine is one we still need to fix. So we've been doing little things like that, as well as I am working on going to space. We need a tier 6 rocket and a void miner to solve a problem that we've been having with vanadium specifically. So we're gonna do that pretty soon. That's our like overarching goal is a void miner on Proteus, I believe. Alright, teleposer. Don't steal my blood orb. Let's get the frames, get the foci. Is that all you're gonna give me? Ender shard, ender fragment. Let's do something quick and dirty right here. We like quick and dirty over here. Not quite. There you go. Cool, I'm going full on bees, then later witchery, then starting a bit of blood magic for the meteors. Lovely. That is always a good thing to do. I am a big proponent of bees. Bees are pretty poggers, to be completely honest. Meteors are also really cool. I think it's time though. It seems like there's no other way to get vanadium other than void mining, which is why I'm probably so broke on it. So I think I need to just bite the bullet and like get to it at this point. All right, there's some teleposition foci. We're doing this for a specific reason. Let's make a couple of teleposers. All right, 4 is good enough for right now. Let's put this back where it belongs. What I am planning on doing is I need to be able to get home from space very easily. So I have a little something. This should link up to my little personal specter dimension. And that way I have a one-way home button should I need it, which is lovely. It skips the whole like taking the rocket back home step, which I don't love. So I'll bind this teleposition focus to this dimension here. Then I am going to go into my specter dimension, which I can access from pretty much anywhere. I'm going to remove this teleposition focus and add this one here. And then we're going to do something like this. Oh, I can't put redstone on that. Live, laugh, love. Do I have a block? Ooh, Corp, you always save me. It kind of peeves me that in this version, you cannot put buttons on top of blocks. I feel like that should just be a feature. And for some reason, this teleposer is not working. Did they change teleposers working in this? Oh. Duh. Oh wait, no, not duh. Why is that not working? That was kind of cool. I think I forgot something very important. I should be able to teleport home like that. I'm honestly a little bit miffed. If this doesn't work, this will be quite sad, honest to God. I guess there's another way we can do this, which is I could just pick up the teleposer with the thing that teleposes me home and then just set that anywhere. Wow. Okay, I guess they fixed this. That used to be a thing that you could do with the Spectre key. That is so unfortunate. How are we doing on this craft? We're almost done with our heavy-duty plates. They're going in our explosion compressor. Got our ingots tier 5. Oh, wow. Okay, 300 million nitrogen is good to be at. And we're at 2 million. Oh, why did you power down? How could that happen? We probably voided so much plutonium like that. Anyone got any ideas why that power voided? There's no... That's so weird. Hmm. Hmm. Well, we're making radon, we're making nitrogen. That's what matters. Let me see if there's an easy way to fix chlorine. Otherwise, I'm going to go visit Vanguards and I'll probably head to bed today. We did a little bit, and that's enough. I was going to upgrade all this power infrastructure. This would take a whole day, I think. There is a very quick thing I can do, which I can get a quantum tank in here to buffer more chlorine, which I think is a good idea. Lovely. I mean, that's fine. That'll do. And now that we have those gases, I think I feel comfortable turning back on the level maintained flatline, which is doing fine itself. It just was having some issues with eating literally all of my gases. So let's see how this is doing. What did I craft? What is going on here? Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay, it looks like it's going. This is something I cooked up. It's a little cursed sometimes, but you can see that we make really good use of all the chem reactors, which I'm really proud of. So all of the processing machines on this subnetwork are on ZPM energy. This takes about 50 amps of ZPM energy to run everything. And I use universal chem reactors so that way all of my chem reactors are pretty much always processing something. There is a lot of redstone going on that's probably not causing a negligible amount of lag, but got some sifters. I'm proud of this thing. Let me take a screenshot of where this is at, just so I can check on progress tomorrow. But I'm happy that we have enough nitrogen and oxygen and hydrogen. I'm sure we're gonna eat shit on chlorine very quickly, but the 2.8 changes should cut down on the amount of redstone you have to use. So yes, there is a universal 2.0 coming out that should fix the redstone usage. The problem with 2.0 is that it is incredibly complex, so I will be making another video when that comes out. Universal 2.0 is a new thing that uses nightly features to make universal processing a whole lot faster. And there's this weird thing that instead of having a dedicated drive setup per machine, you actually have drive setups for every processing machine available. And they pick up a circuit, go flying to whatever thing they need, pick up their recipe at the place, and then they're good. So you only need to make like one group of circuit 1 drives or one group of circuit 2 drives for your entire base, which is really an interesting concept. Okay, Vanguards. Vin, are you playing currently? Would you give me a tour of what you've got in mind? Perfect. I can tell that all of the Vanguards are just fucking itching for AE2 because Vin's already making, like, planning an AE2 hub. I have made a staballoy construct farm that we can't even use yet because we're not an HV, so we can't make the powered spawner. But I have literally everything else for it. It's gonna be interesting. It's a simple addition, but unless it hard clashes with your future plans, I think it should be fine. We're in HV. Okay, in that case, it's probably a good idea that we get this staballoy spawner online. If you want to help me with that, that would be lovely. We would need to follow the Endrio quest line in the top right of the HV book, which makes us get a soul binder as well as a slice and splice. So after we get those two, we're pretty much good to go. We just need to power it somehow, which could take a bit. Endrio, my favorite. Really? This is Invisible's build. So whenever you see me credit Invisible, this is his own world, I think. He's a fantastic builder and a very, very smart person who was pretty instrumental in teaching me how Universal 2 works. He's very cool. I haven't seen that before. Whose base is this? I hope my fucking game's okay. God damn. I'm going to try my best to go to sleep early. I think I'll fall asleep to the Blade Runner movies tonight. It's kind of how I'm feeling. Ugh, my frame rate. Okay. So if you guys want to see, this is my little uranium-themed staballoy construct farm that I set up. We've got the dude in a soul vial in my inventory. We're like all ready. I just need to get the powered spawner and power it at this point. So let's go meet up with Vin and say hello. I feel so much slower. This is the Vanguard server, by the way. I don't actually have documentation of this on my channel yet for VODs as far as that goes. So this is kind of the first time we've set foot. Over here is where Vin said he's been working on the new AE2 area. This was going to be my Church of Universal, and I think it still is doing great. Hmm. Hello, Vin. Oh, I see the Futura blocks. This is funny. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if you had plans here at all. So that was my big worry, concern.
I don't have plans here. I might wonder if we can move this over a couple of blocks, though.
I mean, we should be able to world edit the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What do
thinking.
you have in mind?
I feel like it looks a little bit awkward with the spacing currently next to the building. I wonder if it might be better to move this like probably a chunk towards the north.
Oh, further. Okay, so I was trying to mirror it with the road, but if that kind of symmetry is not your concern, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was looking for a little bit of asymmetry here. I find that builds that have asymmetry are much more recognizable, and you can find your way through them a little easier. Would you like me to do the world editing, or do you got it?
I mean, you sound like you know what you have in mind. So, like, if you want to go ahead and give it a go, then
How deep did you make the structure? How much would I need to world
I would
edit?
go like 20. I would go like 30 deep, because I
Okay.
wanted the tunnels to be kind of deep so that they could go underneath the rivers. You could probably do the expand command.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay,
Would
let
you
me.
demonstrate?
Hold on.
Not that I can see what you're doing, but I really like how you did the sandstone floors, and honestly, like, I really love the vibe of the building entirely. But yeah, I would just love if it were moved a little bit. You type slash slash expand 20 down. Oh, shit, that works, I guess.
So you're thinking like 10 to 15 blocks north, or did you say a full chunk, or?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yes, like a chunk would be perfect. I think that would be appropriate. I don't really, maybe even more, maybe two chunks or even three would probably not be so bad. Yeah, I think because it almost looks similar, but it's not exactly the same, it's throwing me off a little bit. So if we made it its own separate thing, or like, so that way it does not look like it's almost trying to be even with this other side, I think that would put my mind at ease.
Okay.
I really love
I
what
mean,
you've done with the place otherwise.
you are free to change this, by the way. Like,
Okay,
I just wanted to get something down that we could like just have this be like, okay, this is the location we want.
I'm down with that, yeah.
Let me try one chunk first, see what this looks like.
Perfect.
Oh, I don't know why that part stayed there.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I have enough warp to be hearing explosions. I guess I do.
Oh, that part. Oh, darn. Okay. There we go. What are you thinking? Not far enough? Far enough?
Honestly, I think it looks great. It would be interesting to look at it one more chunk, but I think I'm good with this. The reason I would say one more chunk is just to make sure that this walkway looks as big as like something like this walkway, like the ability to go through here. That's my only concern.
Oh, you want to wrap around. Oh, okay.
Yeah, or at least I'd like to have the option to have that be a thoroughfare. I think this is perfect, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just did like 4 extra blocks. All right, well, if you're good with it, then I'm going to start like getting a couple tunnels going because I know like getting this to HV building, which is like, way southwest, is going to be the hardest part of all. But
Yeah.
other than
This
that, like once we're past HV, I think this should be fine.
I had kind of imagined this to become active during like EV more like, and this would just be my baby essentially. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
anyone else does fuck. I don't think anyone else does universal, so
I mean, what about non-universal multi-block automation as well? Because
I
I'd
was
imagine not everything would be universal. Could that go over here as well in general, or
it
what are you thinking?
could. It very well could. I was planning on this just being my universal church, and then we could do all the other block automation in like HV area, or I guess someone could be responsible for making an EV area, which would be cool.
I mean, plenty of room to expand to the northeast as well here. So,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Nothing is set in stone, I say as I set down stone.
Now, could you undo that? I'm dying. There
My
we go. Okay, now
bad.
get out of the way. You're good now.
Is this one of your tunnels over here, by the way?
No, no, I hadn't done any tunnels yet.
Oh, that I don't know why that's there then.
I don't know.
Secret tunnel. All right. It's nice to be able to use World Edit on a server because I don't get to do it on my main, or at least I don't like using World Edit on my main world. All right, is there a way to use the expand command to copy this walkway thing? Oh my God, you and your magnet.
Hold on, I'll take it off. So I'm not sure like what you mean by for the walkway.
To like copy a slice of this walkway and then have it expand all the way down. Or is it, there's like a command, right? That just extend maybe?
Yeah, so the expand just expands your selection area. It's just slash slash expand, and then it works the same way as like the move command, only it just moves your or increases your selection area.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, slash slash expand.
Extend is not quite working for me.
I've never used that command before.
I've heard of it through some other GTNHers, but stack. Oh, I think someone's saying it's stack.
Oh, right, right. Yep. Nice.
Lovely. Thank you,
Hello.
Liquid Pangu. You the best. Yeah, honestly, I'm digging this. I'm a fan of what's going on over here.
I tried to center up Scarlet's path as well. I don't know how we kind of want it to meet this path, but makes more sense now at least.
Yeah, I don't really know. I I had thoughts. I didn't really know what to do with it. We'll live, I guess. Something will happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Anything else? Are you just building today? Oh my gosh. Hello,
Yeah, I
Table
just wanted
Corner.
to get this figured out, so
I was
we weren't
thinking about
scrambling
hopping
to.
off. Oh wait,
Like I want something that we don't have to like move again eventually.
that is a very good idea. And I love the double controller design, so I'm down. Do you want to hit this Ender IO spawner thing?
Yeah, let's get this done real quick, because the sooner we get that done, so we can get the
Yeah,
HV
you
ball
too,
rolling.
yeah. Hello, Table Corner and Raiders. We are on the Vanguard server today for the first time forever. I actually remembered, Table, we have a thing to do. Now that we are officially in HV, Vin and I are going to work very hard to get this powered spawner with the staballoy construct.
I'm hoping that vibrant alloy ingot is not part of the equation for this. Because if it is, we're gonna have an issue.
I make no promises. I think the hard part is the Z-Logic controller thingy. Let's take a look at powered spawner. So there's this, Solarium, Darksteel looks fine, Franken Zombie, which is Soulbinder, and a Zombie Soul Vial. That might prove annoying. Slice and Splice. So we're gonna need to get a Soulbinder actually. HV tier circuits, which I think we got, maybe. HV motors, Z-Logic controller, Ender resonator, which is, ooh, a single vibrant alloy plate. Lovely. I can't wait to study that once it's done. I can give you the long and short of it once we finish. It is something that I wish I had known when I started, essentially. Okay, this, and this. Okay, I think we do need one vibrant alloy plate. If you want me to, I can get that vibrant alloy probably, unless we don't have the blast furnace for it.
Well, we need nichrome coils in order to be able to make that, and I
No
think like
way.
HV energy hatches. But I think it's like part of some quest as well in HV. Like you get a couple ingots worth somewhere.
Mixing at HV level. We make that mixer and we're golden.
Easy.
If you have gold, you can auto-craft wires and cables, which should help with HV stuff. Lovely, thank you. I think there's an HV parts work table. I'm not really sure how this works, but this should help as well. So do you want to get the mixer going or should I?
I'll get the mixer. All we need is one steel rotor.
Guys, did Vin say that he was gonna get the mixer or I didn't catch that. Electrum wire. I got mixer. Okay, okay. Holy shit, I'm gonna sneeze, chat. One moment, let me mute. Never mind, I got fucking edged. Ugh. That was horrible. Alright, energetic alloy, I think is what we need to start this. This is Canthal MV. Circuit 17 with an HV mixer, which we don't yet have. Or I can do this one, black steel dust, conductive iron, gold. I didn't see the screen. The right thing for my logs got up. No way. Okay, we've got some conductive iron ingots, but I am not going to be macerating those. Let me grab the dust. Looks like silver iron. Okay. Let me claim that as well. Might as well. This is a little intense. Let me turn that down. Table corner is stuck in hell. Is the server dying? I could not tell you. It might be your computer, Vin, because I think I'm doing fine. I could just be capping, though. Alright, conductive iron dust, black steel dust. There's a one-stop shop one at HV. Steel, nickel, black, bronze. Oh boy, mixing this is so fun. Oh, and electrum dust, which we need to mix as well. Lovely. Go off. We're going to be spending a lot of mixing time. Okay. Whoa, 12k gold dust. Jeez. $32 gold dust. We're running out of copper, funnily enough. Silver, which we are also running out of. Glow farm has been hopping. Time for another ME mixer. Copper is very low suddenly. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Nickel. I'm so glad to whoever set this up. Whoever was responsible. I think it was mostly Crypto Ducky and Nova Shep. And maybe some table corner in here, because this stuff is nice. Being able to just request all this is lovely. Where is redstone? Are we out? Silicon? Silver dust just isn't coming today. Iron dust, we can do that. They definitely did the main setup lines, which I don't fully understand. I've been adding things to it and adding auto-crafting setups. Lovely. We appreciate everyone who has put work into this, because this is nice. Coal dust. Hit me with it. Conductive iron, redstone, raw silicon, and then I think I'm good. And then the silver as well. Alright, we're gonna need to go on a wild goose chase to find this silver dust, I believe. So, let us. Of course, I get like 0.5 frames in this room, which is very beautiful, but has these microblock slab thingies that you can see through that cause an immense amount of lag. Alright, let's check for the silver, which is not loading. Okay, where's this MV mixer? It's over. Is that you? Okay. First stop, Electrum. We need 16 of this, actually. Three silver dust, two electrum. So one of this, one of this. They circuit one. It's been so long since I have done anything by hand, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, we've got electrum here. Okay, one, two. Electrum plus copper is black bronze at circuit one. Oh, three copper, my bad. Sorry, game. That one's on me. Then another circuit one, we do steel dust. How could I forget? Luckily, I think I can just do this. All right, the next one is a circuit 15 to get conductive iron. See you after the ad break. All right, table corner. Please let me know when that's done. I have no clue how to see where my ad breaks are. Vin and Kat have this lovely thing where Streamlabs tells them when an ad break is on, and I need to figure out how I should, or how I can set that up, because I think that's going to be pretty nice. Okay, coal dust, one. Iron dust, one, two, three. Silver dust, one, two, three. Redstone. Stream elements, yes. I couldn't find that option in Streamlabs. I will look in Stream Elements. I get a little caught up with all that type of stuff. And raw silicon. There you go. Now circuit 2, 6 conductive iron, which we definitely have. 6 gold dust. And 6 of our black steel dust. All right, we profit. One more thing I should mention. Gears, rods, and plates for LV to HV are auto-craftable. I don't know how to do that, but that sounds pretty lovely. Would you be able to walk me through how I can do that? Oh, my frame rate. Lord have mercy. Okay, energetic alloy. How are we crafting you today? There's a circuit 11 with hydrogen gas. I doubt the EBF is being fed that type of gas, but we can just let this go through, honestly, probably. Oh boy, 80 seconds per ingot. Right part of the request table, there's a button that says both. You can toggle it to see both. Oh. Oh. That's fire. I'm a fan of that. That is huge. Table, are you speaking? Because I can't hear you. My shit might be broke as fuck though. Vin, are you
Hey,
hearing Table
sorry.
Corner? Oh, okay. There you go.
Had to plug my mic in, forgot until I unplugged it.
All good. I think Vin gave me the
As I was
rundown.
saying, yeah, I think he beat me to it. But just one thing to note is if you don't see the craft request on the side on the left, it's because you need to craft the prerequisite stuff. So like, if you don't have aluminum rods, you need to craft them first and so on.
Okay, I think I understand.
It won't just like know. It's not smart in the sense that oh, you want to craft the motor, but you don't have rods? Let me craft those rods. You have to request each craft.
Okay. Then I can get this capacitor bank thing going, actually. One sec. I got one from a loot bag. I think this is free. Let me check. Table Corner is already gone. Well, thank you, Table Corner, for hopping on to get your screenshots and to tell me how to use the LP table. Does that work, please? Come on. No. Needs to be a higher tier, I guess. Looking at how doable Slice and Splice is right now, it seems cheap. Just Solarium, MV. I think I have a machine chassis, or like I got one from a quest reward. We should be able to find those around. Four machine chassis right there. What do you mean by there's three of them craftable? Three of them already crafted. Wait, actually? Are we talking about the same thing, Table Corner? We're talking about Slice and Splice, the Ender IO thingamajig, not the cutting machine? Wow, you guys got busy then. Christ. Oh, hello.
Right over here.
So I guess the only thing we're missing then is the powered spawner.
So if you're looking for the Slice and Splice VIN, there's one right over here.
Oh, nice. Thank you, table.
There's also one in the NV attic.
Alright, how are we going to do this then? How are we going to divide this up? I do have the 16 vibrant alloy. It's not allowing us to unlock this quest though. Slice and Splice, Soul Binder though. So we do need to find this stuff. Okay, I have the vibrant alloy for the plate, actually. Let me get that going. I do know how to do this now. Hello, Debois, as well. Damn. We really do bulk over here. Solarium plate, silicon solar plate, Enderman head. That might be a little harder to source. Oh, lovely. Solarium plates. Let's request these. Then, if you can hear me, I'm working on the Ender Resonator portion of the Soul Binder.
Okay, who wants to set up the aluminum line or
Whoa.
bauxite line?
We're not doing bauxite. We have a different way to get some titanium.
Yeah, but we also have that stuff.
Okay, 40 seconds on silicon solar grade. Let's see if I can go find an Enderman head in the meantime. This could just be as
I
easy as
think I have
pressing T.
some Enderman head somewhere.
It is staballoy construct time, Classic Fence. We're getting there. We do gotta find an Enderman head somewhere in the mess of all of this. But as you can see, I was very prepared. I even built the farm before we even were officially in HV. And it's ready to go. I've got the staballoy construct just chilling in my backpack. We're ready to do things, so...
Hey, stay here.
Do you have the Enderman head? Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's really cute. It's a little nuclear themed. We can have a little basement in there to automatically process the titanium and macerate and centrifuge the staballoy blocks. We'll keep the ingots and the plates because we can make really good fluid pipes out of that. And the ingots, I guess, are good for something. I forgot. But I figured out that the staballoy blocks macerate at 20 seconds and give you 9 staballoy dust. And staballoy ingots also macerate in 20 seconds but give you 1. So I figure that we should just get a really uber chanted spike, get as many blocks, and just only process the blocks because they're pretty useless otherwise. You don't really use them for any other recipes. Hello, Kat. How are you doing?
By the way,
Hey,
Nine,
good, how are you?
I'm
what
doing
do you
okay.
think about getting a looting 100 spike?
Deb, would you mind turning down your mic just a little bit? And I'm good with that. I think I will be on that at some point.
It's already down.
What's the output of
It
this
doesn't
thing?
even have the boost anymore.
Oh my god. Holy moly. Where do I find the chem bath? I think I should be able to, well, actually, it should be pretty visible, right? Because there should be water next to it. Oh, there you
It's
are.
it's the right setup over here.
I got it, thank you.
And there is some silicon.
Okay, this should be, if it were plugged in, this would be. How is this being powered right now? Um, check LV area 9. Okay, we'll do. Hello, Surdra. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Aditya. How's it going? We're on the Vanguard server right now. Alright, Vin, what am I looking for in the LV area? Is there another slice and splice? Is that what you were saying? Generator in the middle. Surja just ripped off the entirety of neck fuel for 4 hours. Lovely. Are you guys, did you guys just come from the hive? Dude, I cannot find this. Oh, there we go. We can slice and splice now. Okay, that's gonna take fucking 23 trillion business years. So while we wait for that, let's look at what we gotta do next. How is everyone doing? Surja, how was your stream? Aditya's telling me that you guys did knack fuel in 4 hours. Went back to tunneling to HV building, by the way. Okay, lovely. I would not mind any help, Vin, if you wanted to help. I was loving the help because I am still getting my bearings around here, so... But you do whatever makes you happy. Pretty nice. Happy I was able to finish knack fuel in one stream. What do you mean by finish knack fuel? Do you mean like the entirety of knack fuel? I gotta run to uni now. I'm already late. Okay. Have a fantastic day at university. I'm here to be the spokesperson of the stream. I'm afraid if I don't, someone will put a controller somewhere else. You should just make a post right now that you have placed that area there. I trust you with it. You are a very, very good team player. You know what you're doing, so. I'll put this machine chassis in here because we're gonna need it. All the way to knack fuel 5. Are you guys doing this for antimatter? Okay, solarium plates, ender resonator, Z-logic. Oh. Alright, we're gonna need to get a Z-logic controller. That's a new one. I wonder if we have any soul vials around. Have a single one. Lovely. Used quartz. Glass dust. Certus quartz. Do you see this logistics pipe, Zedidia? I'm sure you hate this. Oh, why did I only order one? That is not pog of me. Just quartz. There we go. Gorge. Wow, I did not know that knack fuel was required for gorge. Is it just to power gorge? Is that what you're after? Or is it actually like a requirement for the gorge? I don't know how to use this crafting bench, man. I'm scared of this thing. Let's try this. I think that worked. I couldn't tell you. Oh my gosh. Auto crafting. Pog you. I don't think my other stuff got delivered. Let's go find it by hand. I hope he just makes me sad, says Tell. You know what? I get that. I get that. I understand. It's gotta be somewhere in here. There we go. By the way, someone decided to use the auto output on logistics pipe. I don't know what that means. I think Deb is going to work on the looting spike. Ugh. I got a cute little area that I'm ready to build. Oh damn, I said I was gonna go to fucking bed early, man. You know, Aditya, I don't know if I told you this, but I'm really excited because Dream Master reached out to me to do some official Gregtech New Horizons soundtrack, and I sent him something recently. We were chatting all today about the track, and I think we got to a point where I think we're both about to be happy with it. I put on a final edit, and I think it's what exactly he's looking for, but we were nitpicking a bunch of really small spots. So I'm very excited that I might get a little developer cape. I don't even know. Oh my god, what the fuck? That was so loud. Holy shit. Nice, nice, congrats. And I think I will be releasing it for free on my YouTube, so if you do want to use it for videos at any point in time, that is an option. Do you get Chad B access? You know, that is a great question. Is that something that like devs and endgame players get? Because, you know, maybe I should. Everyone does on February 29th. Real. Alright, where is the assembler? Pookie is missing. Why is there a crafting table in this side of this? That is so blurst. I wanted to go to bed early tonight. Me the last 5 nights, honestly. Dude, 5 nights in Gregtech. That's where you want to be. I just don't get it. No, not the server restart. Yeah, but this is a pretty big moment in the Vanguard server. We finally made it to HV, and because we are pretty close to staballoy constructs, like after we set up staballoy constructs, we can essentially do HV AE2, which would be very lovely. We'll have some titanium constantly going in the background. I do need to find a zombie though. Hello, Kobold. Oh, I forgot that you guys can hurt me now. I'm not in my main world. It's gonna just face tank that, but it's gotta be a hollow hill somewhere, right? These troll caves normally have a lot of zombies. Let me see if I can find it. Doesn't want me to be here though. How hard could it be to find a single zombie? One will never know. You're not zombies. Oh, hello. Good night, moon. Good night, trees. Good night, angry endermen and skeletons. Does a fishing zombie count as a zombie? For the slice and splice or whatever the fuck it is? Vindrake, Miracle Top can one tick picos. What is Miracle Top? That sounds like something I'd give to attractive people. I don't know if I cooked with that one. It's from Twist. I don't want to hear it. Ooh, cave. How should I do you guys think I should try to find a zombie that's not a fishing zombie, or do you think a fishing zombie is fine for this? The game has been pretty particular to me before. This is an infernal zombie. I don't think these count, actually. Oh, zombie. Lovely. Okay, we're good. We're good. This one I think will work. Tell says, I don't think a fishing zombie counts. UMV has alleviated Pico pain somewhat now that I can do dedicated AALs. Can't you always do dedicated AALs? What does that mean exactly? Pico requires WIV hatch, so assembly line is the only way. Until you get UMV multi-amp patches. Alright, let's get this horrible thing. Z-Logic controller, zombie head, silicon solar grade plates, red alloy plates, all on a day's work. I did drop some silicon solar into here. Let's do that. Red alloy. Let's hit a plate. Solarium. I'm just gonna request all of these actually. Why is there hardened clay in here, chat? I have zero motivation to make any videos this past week. This is not good for the schedule I wanted to keep. I agree. I have not been writing as much as I would like to. I did get sucked into the whole soundtrack thing though, so I don't feel as bad. But my assembly line video, I was planning on like fucking just banging it out, and then it just that's okay. I'm actually it's not. Oh, we're restarting the server. It's not because I am like uninspired or anything. It's just that I've been more motivated to do this soundtrack thing, which I think would be fantastic for both me and could be fantastic for the whole GTNH community to have like an official soundtrack would be very cool. Oh, I'm just depressed right now. Dude, it's fucking cold out. It's horrible out. The government is turning to fascism. There are Nazis in places of political and economic power. Life is not great, to be fair, and it is very valid to be depressed right now if you are. And just know, Aditya, that we love you. We love your streams, and we would not be able to do without. So you're always valued by us. So keep on living. Keep on doing that. I guess 53 minutes ago was not a new server start time. My entire career is supposed to be government work, and they just put a who knows how long federal hiring freeze, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I'm sorry about that. That sounds fucking horrible, to be completely honest. That is, so I know what you mean about, like, wanting to make these videos and stuff, like, feeling bad about not being able to write and stuff, because the other thing is hopefully the video, like YouTube career pops off. Hopefully GTNH pops off as a whole on YouTube and social media. Like that would be great. If we could be like content creators and shit, oh my God, that would be lovely. But that would require a whole modicum of luck, is what I'm thinking. So, who knows? Hey, Deb, you know, I understand that you want to get the uniques. I wonder how, like, I have been through Thaumcraft to UV. I did it all by hand. I don't think those unique bags are as valuable as you think they are. They are really good to get necklaces early, but not everyone needs pure tier necklaces. Let me look at this. The only thing, oh, this is a legendary unique, Grandmaster unique. So Purification Talisman is great. You can craft these though. The beacon is useless. The ichor is pretty much useless. The time focus is craftable. Edge of Primordials, I don't know about that one, but it's not super useful. And the Celestial Gateways are just worse teleposers. So, in my opinion, the only thing we'd be doing this is for Purification Talismans. And because we get plenty of these loot bags from Kami and stuff, I don't think it's going to be necessary to save up loot bags. That being said, there's nothing else that we're going to be getting out of magic loot bags for a while, so it's not a huge problem if you want to. But yeah, crafting is osmiridium. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We'll get it in time. There's no rush. Alright, Soulbinder, you're almost done. Actually, I think we're there. We just need some HV circuits, which we have. Solarium plates, we got the... Where did my motors go? Someone stole my HV motors. Unreal. Hooligans. Oh, they're actually really easy to craft though, so. The lower magic bags are kind of crap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. There's not much to go around anyway. Like, so I don't feel any sort of way either way, but it's not, I mean, yeah, I guess if that is something you're interested in, we can totally do that. HV circuits, and here we go with the soul. Oh my God, third raid in a couple. Dude, I said I was going to bed. You guys gotta stop torturing me. Okay, this is going to take literally forever. Because these crafts are just long and horrifying. The one thing we have to do is get a Z logic controller. I have a zombie. And also, hello, Vintage Jack. How's it going? How are you doing, my friend? Sorry, I didn't want to give you the cold welcome, but I said I was gonna go to bed early today, and then I just got raided 3 times in a row, and so I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm getting got, essentially. For real, hitting the sack momentarily. It's my fault I dragged 9 onto Vanguard. Then you are right, it is your fault. That's all. Do we need any other silicon solar? Dark steel plate. Ooh, wait a minute. How hard is dark steel? MB Cooper nickel. We're good. We're good. We're gonna be okay. How are you dealing with permanent warp? I'm not. I don't give a shit. Warp is actually, like, is very inconsequential in this game if you know a little bit about what you're doing. I don't think that I would be able to get to Wither Warp by the time we hit Osmiridium. It would be a big challenge to do so, in my opinion. It's not impossible. And obviously I haven't been on as much as other people have. I haven't been doing as much of the crafting, but thank you for withering me, Deb. Very kind. Speaking of warp effects. But honest to God, like, don't don't worry about warp too much as long as you're not in like the hundreds. Like I think Crypto Ducky, when I first met Crypto Ducky, he was telling me about how he was experimenting with Thaumcraft and he was sitting at like I think the number was like 200 permanent warp, just chilling in his base. And he was just that was fine for him, I guess. And if that works, then it works. Okay, we're gonna need to do 2 gigantic soul vial thingies that are gonna take forever. I think we can get a capacitor somehow. Thank you for giving me Wither again. How bad would it be to make a bigger capacitor bank to speed this up? I guess I can worry about other things. Oh, like oh god. Not this shit, man. 200 warp is very easily gotten by Osmeridium. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I'm not excited about these vibrant and ender crystals. That is so troll. But we have something to do, you know? Like make pulsating iron. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm in such pain. Let's see if someone has already made some for me. Doesn't look like it. What do we need this in the form of anyway? Just nuggets? Nothing. How did your stream... Oh, anyone who is viewing Vintage Jack. Oh. Dude, shout out to whoever fucking did this. You are the bomb. How did your stream go? What did you guys set up in Vintage Jack's stream? Do we have a nugget mold? Oh, lovely. Life could be and is a dream. One sec, I'm feeling a little stuffy. Let me go blow my nose. I've made a number of pulsating iron multiple times, and I literally can't remember why. This must be for conduits, right? Ender IO conduits. Here's that. Let's get my emeralds. Which I also haven't made in a long, long time. I feel somewhat guilty about never being No way. It's vibrant alloy? I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Wait. Pause. We have vibrant alloy. Everything's gonna be okay. I think everyone should go and claim their vibrant alloy quest if they can. That would probably speed us up by a bit. So we actually do. You get Vibrant Alloy as a quest reward. You get 8 ingots as a quest reward for the HV mixer. So we don't actually have nichrome coils or anything to make it ourselves, but if we all quest reward claim this, we'll be ballin'. The other thing I need help with is if anyone is on the server and knows anything about how benzene lines are being run, if someone could help me set a benzene line to run to this area so that way we can set up generators and get processing going over there, I think that would be a good idea. Because we will need a couple of things to get that working. Alright, Z-Logic controller. Deb, do you have any XP that you can sacrifice at this soul binder?
Yeah, I can gain them really fast.
It's a little loud. Thank you. And that is gonna take motherfucking forever because these things are terrible. Whoever designed this thing hates people. Alright, powered spawner. We actually were surprisingly close to this. I think the hardest part of this will be dark steel plate. I wonder if we have dark steel. I actually really wouldn't be surprised. I feel like I saw someone doing dark steel pipes at some point. None here. I might just have to craft it out myself though, which is okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm just lazy as fuck. Shout out to whoever else made the dark steel. I promise I'm stealing all of these resources for a reason, and the titanium that we
Yeah,
will
it's
get
a
out of
loss.
this will be so, so worth it. Dark steel is just a time issue? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Which is an issue for you at the moment for sure. Yeah, I find that like streaming, especially early game, which is why I'm generally a little less like I don't stream as much for the early game of Vanguards. I haven't been as much. I'm a little like skeptical of streaming it because I don't know. I personally don't find it as engaging as like end game, later game where it's like constant ADHD. There's always something to do. There's always a next thing to get. I hate early game. Give me a system and then I'll play it. That's essentially what we're trying to speedrun to right now. So as soon as we get this titanium up, theoretically we have AE, we have HV circuits, we got stainless. So it's just titanium and we're good. Alright, there is an accursed thing that I must do. And that is I need 2 soul vials worth of Enderman, which is going to be just lovely to do. Damn, these LP takes a little bit. Certainly not a... Let's get even more primitive early game. Take 100 hours to get to machines. You know, table though, you have not tried late game, and I swear I think you'll get hooked. You seem Greg pilled, and I am excited to see what you think of my favorite portion of the game. Alright, soul vial. Fused quartz, 9 of these. Oh, 9, hello. Which means 18. And 9 glass. Don't know why I can't see any of the previews of any of this, but we're making it work. We don't have an advanced alloy smelter. Unfortunate. You get far more viewership early game, really. I honestly, I don't know if I even care. I'm so in love with late game that I'm totally fine with it. But I guess early game is much more easy to like understand from the perspective of someone who's never seen it before. It's a lot easier to follow along. Yeah, exactly. Aditya says that. Ah, soul vials. I'm sure a lot of people watch GTNH that would never play and might get confused to the late game stuff to the point their engagement falls off. I think the hyper late game stuff I totally agree with. The like middle game stuff, that like the UV that I'm at, I feel like that is like the perfect area where there's a layer of abstraction with the stuff, but like everything is recognizable. Like you're working with chlorine and platinum and osmium and rhodium and europium and like, you know, real chemicals that exist. And so people have like some type of basis to be like, oh, I can mess with this. Which sucks because if you want to finish a run, you have to stream the end game stuff, and not a lot of new viewers want to watch that. That's true. When is mid and late game considered in terms of GTNH tiers? If you asked a Stargater like Aditya, they would probably tell you that mid game is UV and then late game is like UHV plus. I would say for normal human beings, I think mid game is between EV to like LUV ZPM area, and then anything from like ZPM on is like late-ish game adjacent. There is a certain charm to early game though that I don't deny. Tutorial ends at IV, mid game goes to UV, late game goes to UV. How did I know exactly what you were gonna say? I can read your mind, Aditya. I'm in your fucking walls. I'm here to give you a hug. I'm in your walls. In terms of work, UHV plus is late. I'd say that makes sense. Honestly, I haven't been my current world, the world that I play on the grid, that you might, if you play GTNH, you might see it on your loading screen as you load in. I'm at UV. This is my first time playing at UV. My first time playing Gregtech at all. Actually, Gregtech New Horizons. And I am so hooked, and I love the community, and I love the game, and it's just lovely. I got nothing but good things to say about GTNH. Except for Blood Magic. If you watched my Blood Magic video, you know that I don't fuck with Blood Magic or IC2 crops, for that matter. Alright, are there any Endermen down here? Anyone tall enough to fit? I don't think we've been to the end yet. That's why after our Stargate run 9, I wanted to do a challenge run, because hopefully it would hook some viewers to stay and watch if we do a crazy thing. I'm almost positive if I did the old boring Stargate run again, a lot of people wouldn't have cared. I don't think that's true, Aditya. I think people are around for you, and not necessarily for the point in the game you're playing. Like, I personally, I would watch anything that you do, because I just, you know, I enjoy watching you stream. I think a lot of people are like that. Like, I think Cat's Cozy Games, that's why, I'm sorry, I gotta give Cat and Vin the number one slot in my heart. Because no matter what they're doing, like, even if it's like fucking hypogen, space-time, whatever the fuck, and I don't even know what they're talking about, like, I'm locked in because I love being there with them. I love their vibe. I don't know, I just love hanging out with them. So, I don't know, take that with how you will, Aditya. If that is a compliment to you, then I hope it is, because that's how I intend it. God damn, bro, find me a Enderman. Does anyone know, have we found the end portal? Because this could get a lot quicker if I could do that instead of this. We have found an end portal. Okay. That's fair. For me, I couldn't do the same thing over again. Make these, make a multi, do some quest repeat. I would have been so bored. That's why I need challenges. You know what? I hear that. I don't know how I will feel after my run if I get to Stargate, but I understand that. Tell says with night on that one. I'm glad we give that vibe, because I will always say that Cat and I stream on easy mode because we have each other to talk to. That is true. I do need to... I feel like I do need to always entertain. Oh, you know what? You're right. There might be spawn Enderman eggs somewhere from a quest book that I can just... No, there are not. Here's our Franken zombie. I got my second soul vial. We're gonna be okay. You know what I should do, though? Let's see if we got any broken spawners. I should enchant this while I'm waiting. Because these things take motherfucking forever. Swarm spider. Cat and Vin got each other at 9. You and I have to talk to a monitor. It's okay. You know what? Chat and I have a very good relationship. It's lovely to stream. I always find that I have fun no matter what. When people are chatting and stuff, it's just lovely. Does anyone have 30 levels they can sacrifice for me? Might be able to buy them with coins. That's another fantastic idea. Either way, this is gonna take a while, right? Enderman. Oh, there is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you, Deb. Gotta get food now. If you're not on when I still return, thanks for this stream. Thank you for rating me, Table Corner. You are a real one. And you know what? Actually, before you leave, let's do a / shout out. Table Corner. And let's also / shout out Surdra. And shout out Vintage Jack. Let's, you know what? We got a Vindrake also. Oh no, I need to wait 3 minutes? Alright. Remind me to give those shout outs. Stop. Sorry for hostage holding you. No, I don't mind. I need to get good sleep though, because my skin gets real fucked up when I don't get good sleep, to be completely honest. That's weird. Where are our coins? They should be here. Should have been able to find them with that. Okay, that works. Oh wow, it's 2 spawn Endermen too. Oh, I'm spoiled. I have a tunnel between AE2 and HV area. It's 45 chunks in distance, so we're gonna have to claim a lot of glass cable. Holy. Cable grind is real when you're building in the overworld. Yeah, that's not even just the half of it. Like, look at our spread right now. Got the fucking money spread right now. But I think what Vin is talking about is that we have to get from here. So I planned out this whole building over here, which is going to be our AE2 universal area. So I got universal mixers are going to be here. Universal chem reactors will be here. We'll put all our drives right here. We'll do probably universal fluid solidifiers somewhere in this gigantic circle. And what is the last one? Universal laser engravers as well, somewhere here. We'll figure it out. And this is going to be my Church of Universal, which I wanted to like invoke the Blade Runner feels with like the wooded inside, but also like the futuristic vibes. Because in Blade Runner, wood is super hard to find. So I was very stoked about that. And then Vin used my building style and put some of his own Badussi into it and made this wonderful ME controller area, which I really like within my style. Here's the tunnel. Secret tunnel! Wait, no way. So we're gonna need this much cable, I guess. Is Universal Fluid Solidifier worth it or just making it for fun? It is actually incredibly worth it. So given that there's a bunch of different molds and solidifier hatches are actually pretty fucking terrible. Oh my Jesus. A Universal Fluid Solidifier is great. And I have... Oh, hello, Neb. How's it going? I have video now. I have a YouTube video on how to do Universal, how to set it up. So if you want to check that out. There is that in the chat. Vin, this is gigantic. This is Gigantinosaurus. Oh my god, this is a beautiful room. Is this another Crypto Ducky creation? Shit, we already have a HV. Whoa. Damn. We ball hard here, I think. Got some lave 12 round outer corners. Something about this is incredibly cursed. Why are the hatches terrible? Already subbed since your first video. So the hatches are terrible. I couldn't give you the like actual reasoning why. I know that sounds really bad. Let me continue though. They have some really funky interactions with fluids, and it's a lot easier to just use a normal input hatch. Chat, we're gonna go broke waiting for this shit to fucking craft. Okay, wait a minute. Do we have another advanced gas turbine? Because maybe I can just power it from the bottom. That's a steam turbine. That's close. $2 million is nothing soon. Yeah, 2 million is not. I don't know how to use this thing. All right, let's see if we can knock out as much of this stuff from requesting. Okay, I wanted 2. Machine hull, maybe. Annealed copper cable. No? Oh, shit, we got a machine hull here. Never mind. It's not chalked. MV tier circuits, let's go. Bronze rotors. Someone's treating me today. Might as well make an HV gas turbine. I'm scared of explosions, I'm not gonna lie. But you're right. I should. Do you think it would explode if I just smacked an HV gas turbine down here? Did you switch to advanced docking UA on your main world, or are you still using the setup from the video? I'm still using the setup for the video. The reason why I'm doing that is because the advanced Universal V2 that SAMHSA and HoloWings and IVLU and a bunch of people have been developing over time depends on some nightly features, some things that aren't around yet. So, for example, there's a thing where you need your covers. So like item detector covers are a big part in universal automation. And normally they respond in 5 ticks and they ping every 5 ticks to check. In order to get our tick rate down to like actually speed up universal past, like I think we're at the 8 tick barrier with IVLU's setup, you need to do some pretty incredible things in order to get your tick rate to be faster, like the recipe switch time, and those covers are like a big part of it. So that's one of the nightlies. Another one is a new function for I/O ports. I couldn't tell you exactly what it does, but there's something going on with that. Yeah, SAMHSA is going crazy. Well, Deb, I mean, at the end of the day, being able to parallelize your recipes between multiple things and run them not in serial, especially with fluid solidifiers, which otherwise would only be able to do one at a time, is very, very helpful. Also, the way fluid solidifiers work, they have some like weird lag issues with doing a whole bunch of stuff. So those are my 2 reasons why I think it's actually really worth it. Then, is there an easy way to craft out an HV machine hull, or should I just do this like the hard way? The Aki way, as one might say. Alright, let's see if these Endermen are irregular. Dude, you fucking kidding me? Where'd you go, motherfucker? No way! You skipped town. I'm gonna find your ass, buddy. Uh-huh. Oh, and these guys don't even work for what I'm trying to do. Please, let me go. Let me go. I believe these are blinding Endermen specifically. Alright, you are just gonna be you're going to have to be set free. Probably the hard way. Roam in the fields, my child. Hollow does not support universaling ABS. I don't really know why. I think universal ABS would be a good idea, but that also might be in the context of the fact that I'm in UV and I should be able to just craft the mega ABS very soon. So who knows? Alright, HV machine casing, which is just stainless. It's getting a little hectic in here. Oh, it's a wrench, LMAO. That's how long it's been since I've played early game Greg. That's horrifying. I don't even know how to make a machine casing no more, chat. I'm so cooked. Bender, I hardly know her. Wait, what do you mean Bender? Okay, we got our machine hull. I think that's everything. Might be good. That wasn't as painful as I thought it could have been. Alright, chat, time to explode everything. Go crazy. Hey, put some music on. We're not listening to anything. I feel bad. What are we thinking, chat? What are we gonna listen to today? I'm uninspired. I always do quad multis, but I forget that's not everyone. Quad multis is not my cup of tea, just because I like the parallelization of multiple different separate multis, which at a certain point though, I will want the quad multi processing speed, which is valid. Alright, while we do this, I'm going to get some XP for the next craft. We're so close. We just need to wait 12 eons for this stupid recipe in the soul binder to fucking finish. Extruder universal automation sounds nice to have. I would actually disagree. You'll want to move, by the time you have universal fluid solidifiers, which is around like LUV, ZPM, UV even, you'll want to move almost entirely to fluid solidification recipes because the fluid extractor multi is incredibly strong. And by that time, you can just make a crib on a fluid extractor and go absolutely buck wild. Extruder universal automation is probably fine, but I think also if you really want to go for that level of automation, what you can do is you can do cribs with crib proxies at UV, and well, actually you won't be able to anymore because they're updating that. So in 2.8, they're gonna change the crib proxy balancing, so I guess watch out for that. But yeah, like you can do something called what is it, priority rotation, where you basically, there's these things called cribs, crafting recipe input buses, that hold recipes. And they are wonderful. They immediately start the machine upon recipe startup. They can multiply themselves. They're perfectly isolated from other buses, so you won't have conflicts. So you can get item-only cribs in LUV, and you can get these things called crib proxies in UV currently. And a crib proxy will copy a set of crib recipes to another area. So you can get multiple extruders set up. One of them has crib proxies set up. You can like imagine a cutting machine, and we have 8 crib proxies set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would basically copy to the next one and move the order of the crib proxies. And what that would do is it would allow the machine to draw from different crafts first. So when you have multi-block machines in Gregtech, let's cutting machine, for example. So if you have multiple different input buses, which you can do, they're very modular, they're very interesting. You can put your cribs all along here, and you can swap the order of them for different cutting factories. And based on the distance to the cutting factory controller, it will choose a different crib first. So if you call 2 recipes at the same time, instead of doing all one recipe and then doing all another, if you have these priority parallelization or priority rotation multiple cutting machines, they will try to do different recipes at the same time, which is like a very niche optimization that I really love. So that's like my little nerd explanation of that. I hope that makes sense. I think so. I think Deb has XP. I don't know if it's worth it to keep. But then I don't quite know what to do otherwise, so I might actually call it here. I actually have no clue about prioritization rules other than that. I don't know the particulars of it. When I set it up for my own worlds, I will show you guys, because I will soon. I am in UV, and I will need to upgrade my cutting machines, especially most recently. Let me just leave all the stuff we would need to finish this. I think this is gonna take too long, and I want to go to bed, so unfortunately. Cribs go from top left to bottom right. I think we're talking about prioritization for specifically for input buses in relation to their controller. Zero tick universal automation. That's what cribs basically do at late game, so. Alright, I'm gonna leave this and this right there. So if anyone wants to finish this, I will be on to finish it. If not, the staballoy construct is crafting in here, the powered spawner with staballoy construct. So just make sure we're getting. Actually, you know what? Let me get a chest for that, so that way it gets deposited. Vac nuke abuse soon? Yes, that is why we're setting up the staballoy construct. I want to show you exactly what we're up to right now. So, I have gotten the biome Twilight something rather. No, Toxic Everglades. So, this is incredible. If you know how witchery works, you can make biome changing potions. So we got a biome changing potions for the Toxic Everglades, and I went in the Twilight, I threw that down, and I immediately snagged one of these staballoy constructs. And what these guys do is when they are killed, they drop staballoy that is affected by looting in the form of ingots, plates, and blocks, which is ridiculous. It's fully smelted. And what staballoy does, first of all, staballoy is a wonderful tool for pipes, fluid pipes. These move 50,000 liters per second at the smallest size of pipe, and at the largest, which I don't really see right now, I guess 300,000 liters per second, which is pretty absorbent. Good night, Aditya, and good night, Vin. Sorry, I did not catch you guys. I hope you're all well. But then when you macerate staballoy, you get the dust and you centrifuge it into uranium and titanium. Titanium is incredibly useful and is very hard to get pre-moon. But we are going to be able to do it in HV, and we're going to leverage this to do applied energistics as early as humanly possible. So that's what we've been working on. I'm going to leave that to craft tonight. I hope you all had a fun time watching. I'm going to go give somebody a raid and stop by my Discord, stop by my YouTube, watch my tutorials on universal automation and meteor automation, which I think are really cool. Some complex automation challenges. I'll drop the links down here. And that's it.